In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. But the earth was empty and unoccupied, and darknesses were over the face of the abyss, and so the Spirit of God was brought over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And light became. And God saw the light, that it was good, and so he divided the light from the darknesses. And he called the light day, and the darknesses night. And it became evening and morning one day. God also said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide waters from waters." And God made a firmament, and he divided the waters that were under the firmament from those that were above the firmament. And so it became. And God called the firmament heaven. And it became evening and morning the second day. Truly God said, "Let the waters that are under heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And so it became. And God called the dry land earth, and he called the gathering of the waters seas. And God saw that it was good. And he said, "Let the land spring forth green plants, both those producing seed, and fruit-bearing trees, producing fruit according to their kind, whose seed is within itself, over all the earth." And so it became. And the land brought forth green plants, both those producing seed, according to their kind, and trees producing fruit, with each having its own way of sowing, according to its species. And God saw that it was good. And it became evening and the morning the third day. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of heaven. And let them divide day from night, and let them become signs, both of the seasons, and of the days and years. Let them shine in the firmament of heaven and illuminate the earth." And so it became. And God made two great lights, a greater light, to rule over the day, and a lesser light, to rule over the night, along with the stars. And he set them in the firmament of heaven, to give light over all the earth, and to rule over the day as well as the night, and to divide light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And it became evening and morning the fourth day. And then God said, "Let the waters produce animals with a living soul, and flying creatures above the earth, under the firmament of heaven." And God created the great sea creatures, and everything with a living soul and the ability to move that the waters produced, according to their species, and all the flying creatures, according to their kind. And God saw that it was good. And he blessed them, saying, "Increase and multiply, and fill the waters of the sea. And let the birds be multiplied above the land." And it became evening and morning the fifth day. God also said, "Let the land produce living souls in their kind, cattle, and animals, and wild beasts of the earth, according to their species." And so it became. And God made the wild beasts of the earth according to their species, and the cattle, and every animal on the land, according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And he said, "Let us make man to our image and likeness. And let him rule over the fish of the sea, and the flying creatures of the air, and the wild beasts, and the entire earth, and every animal that moves on the earth." And God created man to his own image. To the image of God he created him, male and female, he created them. And God blessed them, and he said, "Increase and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and the flying creatures of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every seed-bearing plant upon the earth, and all the trees that have in themselves the ability to sow their own kind, to be food for you. And for all the animals of the land, and for all the flying things of the air, and for everything that moves upon the earth and in which there is a living soul, so that they may have these on which to feed." And so it became. And God saw everything that he had made. And they were very good. And it became evening and morning the sixth day.